very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
In motion is Austin Hooper. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 13.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Draw play for Brown. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is?
Here's a diving catch right side. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
36-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now this time he'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This throw nearly intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
19 Lions.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
The 29-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Dragon 60. Panther Street. Panther, go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. After a break down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They're kind of getting a look out and get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
They open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
34-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Nice one.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Can.
Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Jonathan Grenard able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This is Brown going up the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down, here's Brown. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Rodgers to return it. Well, there was a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
15 yards.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
For Antonio Gibson.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
The coverage by Bobby Okereke.
He'll look to throw. A hit as as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away? You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
15 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And this is incomplete.
The Vikings sit 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The attempt on the dime, and he has it. What a catch. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. And there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
It's second and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
The 25-yard line.
Had to give the Brown on the option.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Let's get set. Stop.
Burrow will throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
19.
Back to throw.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The Vikings will line up for the
60
two-point
Vikings.
conversion.
60 Vikings.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Extra point forthcoming.
And it looked like the operation got fouled up there. This ball was pushed to the right. It's no good.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Bengals with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
Gun. Cut.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 22.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They go play action with Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had that ball that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
First down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
To the air again, Burrow.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
It's now second and 10.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
13 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Burrow going to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown. Chase Brown from 3 yards out. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And that is incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Dragon 60.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
7 yards.
Cowboy 80. Let go.
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll let this go for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
37 yards.
And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something?
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Boyan Mafe.
The score, Vikings 26, Bengals 6.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He was tackled at the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Burrow.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw.
At the 34-yard line.
His throw incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
19 Tiger. Dragon 6.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Ready? Viking 18. Huh. Huh.
They're going to try and throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete.
What a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Here we go. Ready? Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by all. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On one, ready?
Fourth down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals! A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Addison. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A gain of
17 yards, first down, Vikings.
The Vikings,
First down. Now.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
18, find it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
But he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great effort there. And the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 20 runs. So 6 seconds all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Gun. Shot. Ready. It's hot. Shot.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit intermission possession. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Will Reichard to kick off.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Burrow looking to pass. And Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Intercepted.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he's been able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Here we go. Viking 18.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Let's go now. 65 catch, 65.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll look to throw.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage.
The Vikings will line up.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Vikings 39, Bengals 12.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage in by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
26 yards.
And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now. They're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Now it's Burrow.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally bring this one back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So it's still first and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Now back to throw.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. And, all right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throwing out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now it's Burrow. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Okay, break.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Riggs. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Go.
They'll look to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
7 Pirates. Ready.
1st and 10 at the 49.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
T.J. Hawkinson.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Will Riker is the kickoff for the Vikings.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Burrow. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
On 1, right?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Behind.
Burrow will throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come after this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go. Start. 70 Lions. 79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles. That lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for the head coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Right, 80. Stop.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Hey, can.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's get set. Right in.
Here's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this run of interceptions and great plays this Chris has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bengals...
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
A Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for two here.
Here we go. The Bengals will line up for the two-point conversion.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
That flag, that'll push him back 5. McPherson now for the extra point.
Can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
13 yards on the play.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28.
19 yards.
His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready. Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And that touchdown, his 5th touchdown grab of the game, and that ties him with Jerry Rice from 1990, Kellen Winslow Sr. from 1981, and Bob Shaw back in 1950 for most receiving touchdowns in a single NFL contest.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this one pulled in. Again, it's Hooper.
10 yards there on the Bengal first.
A gain of 10 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 10.
Right, 80.
First down, Bengals.
Burrow looking to pass. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
A loss of 5 yards.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Right, 80.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
18 Cardinals.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Minnesota, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.